Hello my fellow bibliophiles, my name's Jerry and welcome back to the Gemological and Jewellery Book Club. Today we're going to have a bit of fun in that I'm going to be reacting to the good, the bad and the ugly of bookcases, bookshelves or whatever. It's going to be fun. I'll give you my honest opinions, what I think of a few that I've picked out. It's not going to be exhaustive by any means, and we'll just go through them one by one and have a bit of fun. This is also in light of the previous video of being prepared, where to put your books and storing them and things like that. Okay, for this first one, it's a classic where you have some studs on a wall with brackets and boards or whatever going across. Nothing wrong with this. It is a bit on the ugly side, but the redeeming feature of this one is that once it's full of books it will look really nice, and there's plenty of room for lots of books, as you can see. This next one is really appealing to me, and the reason being is it doesn't take a lot of space. One of the luxuries of today that one person can have is space. Space is so expensive these days, and that is why this one is really appealing to me. You can fit a lot of books, from what it looks like, in a very small area. It will look nice, closed or open. It's just very basic, very appealing. There's not much I can say. It's not bad. I mean, unless you want to have your books out in the open so you can see them all the time, that's the only drawback I can see in this one, that you can't see your books if you're sitting down and whatever. Well, this third one looks okay. I think it's just something that would look nice in a living room. Not much, I can't think of anything to say about it. It's not good, it's not bad, it's quite indifferent. The only thing is, you know, your books will be all over the place. Your big books in one section, that's fine, I suppose. I mean, we have books on jewellery, let's say, all different sizes, so some of the big ones will fit in the big spot, and then some other smaller ones will fit in smaller spots, so they won't be all together, and they'll be all in different sections. The only thing I can think of is maybe you put some books in some sections and maybe a nice specimen in the smaller areas to break it up a bit. That's it for this one. Okay, this is a really nice, very appealing to me. It's a very, very small room. So if you have a small room, you can adapt it to make it into a book nook. Very cozy. I think it's very conducive to reading and relaxing. It's just a little getaway place that I would absolutely love in my house. Yeah, this is gorgeous. This one and the next one. Yes, these little book nooks are really appealing. Just beautiful. This is a little bit bigger room. They have quite a few books in there. Nice peace and quiet, insulation. Sound insulation from the books, from the outside world. Yeah, this is really nice. Okay, this fifth one, I don't know what to say. It's just a big waste of space. If you want to be artistic, I suppose you can. Why? I'm lost for words, really. I don't see any use for it at all, apart from it being of some artistic value in a corner of a room somewhere. I certainly wouldn't put it in my house. Let's move on to the next one. Number 6. This is a great use of wall space, especially if you have a small apartment or house. Putting the books around a door frame and on the walls on either side. Really appealing, very nice. Gives a lot of character to the room. The only drawback I can see is maybe getting at the books at the top of the door frame. Number 7. I have no idea what this is. I think it's somebody's idea of a bookcase, but they're just trying too hard to be different. Wasting a lot of floor space. Can't fit that many books on it. Might look pretty in a little corner somewhere, but I definitely wouldn't have this anywhere in my house, that's for sure. What else can I say about it? No. I could also say it looks ugly. This brings back memories from college, when you don't have any money and you just use a couple of bricks and boards to make a bookshelf. Why not? If you're just starting out, no money, I can see the advantages of this. The disadvantages are very unstable, that's the only disadvantage. Looks okay, very rustic, certainly not as ugly as the previous one, and more practical, to tell you the truth. Number 9, here we go, another try hard, just to try and be different. This is certainly better than the bookcase spewing out its books and the other bent one. Looks a bit more appealing and more beautiful actually. It's a little bit different, not for my library, maybe for a living room, just to have something different there. A few odd books. You can't fit very many there. Yeah, that's about it for that one too. This next one, I've seen lots of different versions of the similar sort of thing with the tree theme. It's nice, it looks good. You can go under, most of them I've seen it under stairwells or something like that, because you can form it to any particular shape really. It's just a display. You put a few nice books there. You can put a few specimens in between some of the smaller gaps. That's it. It will look quite nice. It would look quite nice with the right books placed in it, and a few specimens, I would imagine. It's not a complete no from me. Fills a space that otherwise would not be easy to use. This to me is really appealing. There's lots of space for books, there's space for some displays and specimens or whatever. Yeah, this would make any living room or library look top class, really nice. Any drawbacks? The only drawback would be in that we have some really large books, and maybe because they all seem to be the same height level, maybe you could place them on the side somehow, but otherwise, yeah, this is quite appealing. I could sit in a living room and look at it for quite a long time. Okay, number 12. This is nice. It's quite okay. I think it's more suitable for a kid's room, to tell you the truth. Yeah, it's just a living room display type thing, but not for a serious collector, library or whatever. Not ugly, it's quite pretty actually. Yeah. Okay, this is number 13, I believe. No. Definitely not. And I'll tell you why. Although it looks nice there, can you imagine trying to find a book? Your head would be going like a pendulum, you know, going from this side to this side, looking at the titles of the books. So you'd be constantly going like this. A pain in the neck, I would imagine. No. 14. I found this one. I found it quite interesting in that they used an old piano to make a bookshelf. This would be quite good for somebody who's into music, music books and stuff like that. A themed bookshelf. Looks really nice. And I thought maybe we could, or you could do a nice crystal shaped bookshelf, you know, where each crystal face can be the part of the shelves or something like that, which would, you know, look nice in a themed environment, themed setting. And I don't think it would take up that much space as well, and you could fit a lot of books on a crystal shaped bookshelf. So that's where my mind went with this one. 15. This bookshelf has caused me a lot of problems. I'm sorry to say to all my American friends, this is not a nice bookshelf. It might be nice to put a few books there and possibly place some mineral specimens from the states that they come from. You can place them in the state where they originate from. It's just a big mess. How are you going to find anything in that? Even in a living room, I can't see. It's just messy. No, I can just see it. In a few areas you can put some books. In some other areas you put a nice specimen. Yeah, it's a big mess. Sorry, I apologise to all my American friends that just don't like it. Number 16, the final one. This is your typical old world charm library. With wood, nice beautiful wood, paneling, your wooden little ladder to get up to the higher books. It's just a classic. Takes a certain style of house to have one of these. It's very appealing to me, very beautiful. It's practical as well. Just a lot of old world charm. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some ideas from it, especially those that are just starting out, to work out where you're going to put your books and see the style that you like. Just make sure that you can expand it for future acquisitions, because that is going to be a problem. Once again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, press the notification bell so you're informed as to when the new video is coming out, and the like button. Everything helps. Until the next one.